Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I am riding my trike. I wanted to have a chat with y'all. I figured why not. So I thought, well, no better time than the present. It's pretty warm. A flag, looking up at the sky, looking up to everything but what it's supposed to. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to learn this camera, y'all. Anyhow, I'm a slow learner. I'm gonna run down here and see if I can see the deer. A bunch of deer just crossed, and one of the mamas, now she's okay, but she has had a limp for about 3 months now. A steady limp. And I'm a little bit concerned about her. Now, if I find her, or I see her, you might think, well, what can you do for her? Nothing. Can't do anything for her but love on her from afar. I don't want to scare her. But I love them, Now, some of you might say, well, Dr. Shawn, you also eat deer, and you used to hunt deer. I still would hunt deer again under the right circumstances. But, yeah, that's correct. I'm warming up, by the way. Don't panic. Anyhow, yeah, I just want to see her and get a little better look at her. Make sure she's okay. Yeah, why not? I'm excited about it. Yeah, she's hurt, but maybe she'll heal, or maybe she's healed as much as she's going to heal. Sometimes it's that way. But yeah, some of you might say, well, Dr. Shawn, you hunt deer and you eat deer. Well, I'm what's called a quality deer management hunter, QDMA. I will only hunt older deer. That's just what I'm about. Once they are out of their healthy stage, you don't want them in the pool, right? You want them to be, by the way, EcoCycles. I have to say, shout out to Dave Hall at EcoCycles. Ooh, I didn't realize a dragonfly had been following me. I must be in this territory. Anyhow, I don't have, there he is, right there. Yep, I was in his territory. You've got to thin out the herd, number one. For those of you who say, well, the deer are just dwindling, they're dwindling. Oh my gosh, it's so bad, they're dwindling, the deer. Well, that's stupid and misinformed. Don't say stupid and misinformed things. By the way, thank you to CHAG. I don't think you can even see it. See my shirt, CHAG? CHAG Marine. I'm testing this shirt out. I just want to see. My theory is that it repels the sun. So I thought, might be a good time. I have the other kind that have these little discs in them. I don't know what those discs are, but they say they're cool discs or some kind of thing. I don't know, But I'm trying them out. So thank you to CHAG Marina for this shirt. Colleen has one too, but it's orange because orange is her favorite color. Thank you to Miss Danielle Norwood from CHAG down in Steinhatchee, Florida. Pray for them. They're inundated with floods, but Steinhatchee is an interesting place. There's a lot of low-lying areas, but CHAG is in the high point, and they're not flooded. And a lot of times they won't even flood during a hurricane, if you can believe that. So anyway, but the folks that live in the outlying areas, the low areas, pray for them because they're covered up with some flooding. And it's pretty significant, to be real honest with you. So I want to say this, pray for them. They need your prayers. They deserve your prayers. And then the folks at CHAG, they are open for business. You can get in, the roads are passable. And I'll try to post this today to anybody thinking about going, that you would know, hey, you're good to go. You're all right. You can go. You're not going to be in any danger. So that's what I want to say anyway. But as far as deer go, yeah, I love deer. I love hunting deer. I love all that. But you got to know that you got to thin the herd out when they get older and unhealthy. Now, not unhealthy as in sickness, but unhealthy as in they are, maybe they have an injury. Now, mama just had babies, so you can't harvest her, so you got to wait another year or two. I would probably wait 2, but some would say the efficacy of hunting her and harvesting her in a year is there too. But you know, I'm softy, so I say give them. And a lot of times people think, well, the babies will be so sad. Well, they don't work the same. And yes, I just ran that stop sign. They don't work the same way. Nice truck. They don't work the same way that we do. So anyhow, so I wanted to say a quick thing before I get into my topics. I just want to converse with you a little bit about some hot topics. We'll call this the Hot Topics ride. And by the way, don't forget about my I'm giving away, out of a pool of the first 1,000 subscribers, only them, grand prize is you can choose between a stand-up board, a stand-up paddle board. It's inflatable. It's real nice. Comes with everything you need. You can choose between that or this little foldable bike. Now, I looked it up. In my last video, I talked about, by the way, blue lives do matter. Protect and serve, amen. It's on somebody's trash can. I love that. I might need to do that. Put blue light. Yeah, I like that. You know, I used to be a police officer. Anyway, now what was I talking about? Somebody remind me. Oh yeah. I was gonna say dadgummit. Fun with a brain injury. Anyway, so you can choose between the stand-up paddleboard, and I think that thing's around $400 and some. I don't know how much it was when I got it. Or a foldable bicycle for your grand prize. If you win the grand prize, I'll give you the choice of that. So that'll be fun. So you get to choose which one you want, but I did find out the foldable. How you doing? Hello. Beautiful German Shepherd back there. I have it on Face Track. This is DJI Pocket 2. That's what I'm learning now. And I like it. I just have to learn how to use it. That's all. I just have to learn. It's a little more. I want to say it's user friendly, but it's more user friendly. Here we go. Hold on. Let me get back to you. Y'all, I had to pause real quick. My buddy and my neighbor, Mr. Joe Ferguson, awesome man. He's out getting his 3 miles in. Motion is lotion. Oh, there we go. Navy, United States Navy. Oh, people that live there are Navy. Wow, a beautiful house. Must have done all right. God bless you. Anyhow, so you can choose between the stand-up paddleboard and the bike. Now the bike retails for between, I think, $4,500 and $619. I got a pretty good deal on it. Anyhow, I didn't get full retail, you know. And then I got 2 bike helmets, real nice, cool and comfortable bike helmets, sharp looking. Bicycle helmets. Where's that Blue Jay? Anyhow, what else do I have coming? Dadgummit, I forgot. I was all excited. I saw something else and I was like, oh, I want to order that for my giveaway for the first 1,000. You can win. But you can't win if you don't subscribe in the first 1,000. If you're not one of the first 1,000 subscribers to my channel on YouTube, well, you're not going to win. So there you have it. But yeah, I got something else coming. I'm super excited about it. Dadgummit, it's a real nice prize. Oh, a stand-up paddleboard. No, I already said that. Tough brain day today, y'all. Somebody getting them in a new bed. 3 new beds. God bless you. All right, hold on. We got a little doggy up here. There he is right there. Hey there. How you doing? Hello there, pretty doggy. That was a pretty little golden little puppy. Little puppy there. Beautiful. Well, you don't have to see me when I'm talking, so you can see where I'm riding. Hey, how you doing, man? So we'll switch it around here. All right, up here's where the blue jay is. I messed up and thought the blue jay was back there, but man, it's mean. It's right in here. Usually I see deer bedded down in there, but not today, man. Here's these, look here, here's these mushrooms. Remember I told you about those and I showed them to you? Something came along and mowed them up, ate some of them. God bless you, trash man. That's hard work. I appreciate those fellas. Oh Lord, here we go. He's up on me. I'll show you. They're up on me. But they got stuff to do. They're not going to be trouble with me. Anyway, I remember what it was. So there are 3 grand prizes you can choose from. That's what it, dadgum, I can't believe I forgot this. I can believe it, I have a brain injury, idiot. Well, not idiot. People with brain injuries aren't idiots, but sometimes I do idiotic things. That's the truth now. Oh, I wanted to say, I'm doing a different microphone today. I'm doing the one, see, it's right on my lapel. I don't have a lapel, but you know, it's clipped up there. And then I can clip another microphone to that, but I'm seeing what the wind noise, how it comes out and how the sound production is. And then I can move it around and just see how I make out. But I want it to be good for y'all. So anyway, I'm working on it. I like to improve. So look here. Let's see. There's the woods there. Yeah, looky there, looky there. Somebody's lot, they're fixing to build on that sucker. You know, it's not bad out. It is really not bad out. It is 80, but it's not horrible. 82, I think he said. It is not horrible. Anyway, so, oh, tree down. Yikes. Zoinks. Yeah, ground got too wet. That's what happens, y'all. Ground gets too wet. Let's see if the heron is down in there. He's been hiding from me. He's been hiding from me. Yes, he has. I'm okay with it, though. I understand. He's got work to do. So, anyway, it's one of those powered, they call them boost boards, but I don't want to say boost because boost is a brand too. It's an actual brand. And anyhow, oh, there's a cardinal. Can't see him. He's up in that tree right over there by the garage. That's a pretty house, isn't it? Yes, it is. They're all pretty over here. Anyhow, God bless them. I love when people work hard to achieve what they want to achieve and then get what they want to get, you know. Oh, let me say this before I tell you what the other grand prize is. Watch me forget. Remind me in the comments after you click subscribe and then hit the bell. Hey, Mr. Hughes. Hey, Miss Hughes. Now, their name's not Hughes, but they live on Hughes Road and his name is Hugh. So I call him Hughes for the Hughes Road. Anyway, so look, this thing is awesome. I don't know. They're called boost boards, like Kleenex, you know. Not all of them are Kleenex, but the type of thing that it is a boost board. That's a weird sounding bird, but but it's a board, long board, long skateboard. They call them long boards. And look, 8 layer, I think it is, of birch. I want to say birch. It's real nice, and real nice urethane wheels, high-end trucks, and 350 watt motor on that sucker. You'll haul along just on that power alone on the electric motor 12 miles per hour, and you can program to go faster than that. You can go faster than that on your human power, but just on the motor and battery alone. So look, that thing was expensive. I can't remember how much that was. Are you the homeowner?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We are super excited.
Oh, you got to be tickled. You got to be tickled. I'm Shawn Greener.
Shawn, Justin Murray.
Very nice to meet you. What brought you to this area?
Topsail schools, water
Nice.
rights. I've always wanted more land, so this was like a shot out of a hat here.
Yeah.
Because we live in River Lights and we haven't even owned it two years. And I was deployed, and my wife moved us from Carolina Beach while I was gone. And then, like I said, all I've ever wanted is a detached garage. I've got a Jeep. I just want a man cave.
Yeah, I hear you.
Some space. I want chickens. You know, I just want elbow room. You know. And
Yeah.
River Lights, everybody's so close to each other. And
So you're in the military?
National Guard.
National Guard, that's military.
Yeah.
Lots of National Guard fellas. We just had Extortion 17, August 6th, the anniversary, 10-year anniversary. You know what that is, Extortion 17? It's the largest single-day loss of ever in the Iraq and Afghanistan war. 31 heroes, gold team from DevGru, many of whom were my buddies.
Operation Red Wings?
No, Red Wings was a different one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where Marcus Luttrell went down. He was a lone survivor in that. And a bunch of National Guard folks died in it. Several of them were friends of mine too. In fact, the pilot, he was a National Guard pilot. They didn't have a SOAR aircraft available from the 160th. Normally they fly on the 160th, but they didn't have one, and they got shot down. 31 of them, including SEAL Dog Bart. John Duindangra was the SEAL handler.
Okay.
That was just August 6th. What do you do in the military?
I'm a cavalry scout.
Okay,
So we specialize in enemy reconnaissance.
nice.
Sit on Bradley's.
All right.
Thing, but I just transferred to the brigade headquarters as the senior intelligence NCO.
Awesome.
So that's a pretty cush job
Good for you.
in the intel section. So
Yeah, and you're a young man to have that post. They must be able to put a lot of faith in you.
I hope so. Good.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't doubt it.
Second drill, so it's a good gig though. I mean, I'm a staff sergeant right now, and it guarantees me promotion to sergeant first class. So
Are you full-time guard?
no, I work for the fire department in Wilmington.
Oh, okay. How you like that?
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
My son was going to do that.
No.
In fact, he came down here to do it. He didn't get selected in the first round, and then I think they did select him. I think the second round, but he was already into another career by then. But he'd love to do it. But now he's in school to be a lineman.
Okay.
Yeah.
They make good money,
They make real good money.
especially now.
Yeah.
That's great job security for those guys.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
there's actually been a lot of Wilmington PD that have done that.
Yeah.
Left the police department and have gone to lineman school.
Yeah. It's hard work. It's hard, dangerous work, but it's good work.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. Does your wife work out of the home, or?
She does. Yeah. She works for PRA. She was with PPD for 14 years and then transferred to PRA. Which
Okay.
is just a competitor, and they got bought out by Icon.
Yeah.
So she works for them, and she's at home right now. So
Well, awesome.
yeah.
Well, man, I do YouTube videos. I'm former military, and then I was CIA for years and a contractor,
Very cool.
and I'm retired now. But I do YouTube videos, and I've driven by this house a bunch of times. That's on my route, and so one time I drove up in the driveway, and I said, "Look, this house is for sale, and it ain't gonna last but a minute."
Yep.
And beautiful home.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
Oh, Hey, look, I watched them build it every day.
Really.
Every day. They spared no expense. And I went by one time and they had built something and they didn't like it. They took it out.
Wow.
They took it out. I rode up in here and I asked the guy, I said, "What are you doing? You had that all built." He goes, "Yeah, but we didn't like it." I said, "What was wrong with it?" He goes, If you looked real close, you could see. And I said, man, that's quality build.
Yeah.
And it's all brick
hard
too.
To find, too.
Oh, it's super
to
hard.
find.
I live over in the Sound at Washington Acres, and it is hard to find. I mean, we have a water view, so we love that, and that's what drew us there. And it isn't a horrible house, but all brick, man, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you.
We're excited. I'm looking forward to this next chapter. So.
You have children?
2.
Yeah. How old are they?
6 and 8.
6 and 8.
Perfect.
Look right here.
Yep. Yeah, they're excited. I guess there's a big field right here. They're looking forward to
Oh yeah.
biking, riding back there.
Oh yeah.
We're planning on putting a pool in. They'll have that. So it'll be nice.
Yeah, it'll be a little oasis.
Oh yeah.
And then as they grow older, all the kids, their friends will come here. That way you know where they are.
And that's what they were worried about is the kids run around. You walk outside and there's kids everywhere where we were.
Yeah. Well, there's kids everywhere here too.
Oh, I'm sure. And
Yeah.
like, we're just moving across town. We're not
Yeah.
leaving the state. They can come.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be good for us.
Well, good for you. I saw you here and I said, you know what? Let me congratulate him on it because that's a big deal.
We appreciate that.
It's a big deal. Yeah.
I'm gonna pressure wash. I got some cobwebs and stuff on the back porch. I'm gonna pressure wash that off real quick and
Sure.
start unpacking. So
Yeah.
that's
Oh.
my plan today.
Yeah. But that's good. We still haven't unpacked. We've been in our house almost, I guess, year and a half, 2 years, and we still haven't. This was significant downsides for us.
Mm-hmm.
So we had 3 12 by 20 garages,
Oh, wow.
full, floor to ceiling, side to side, the whole bit. And then we moved that all over to, we have 1 12 by 20 garage.
Mm-hmm.
We got rid of a whole bunch of stuff, but, and it's a much smaller house, but it's on 1 floor.
Yeah.
Because I'm a disabled veteran, and
Okay.
yeah, I didn't get disabled. I got disabled twice in agency, and then also as a contractor.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I was in a deadly car crash, 92 miles per hour versus 51, head on.
Please.
Yep, they were going 92, hit me head on. I went from 51 to 0 in 7 feet. I died in the crash. A kid in the other car died in the crash. He stayed dead. I was dead for a few minutes, and then they walked away. They X-marked the car, and that's what they do in Delaware. Two EMTs did my vitals. They said he's gone, and they walked away. And yeah, my feet, it was a Suburban. It was one of our protection vehicles, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
My feet were where the front wheels were supposed to be. I was 6'4" and a half, and now I'm 6'3", about 6'3 and a quarter.
Back issues, I'm assuming.
11 herniated discs. I shattered my face, broke 10 teeth, pushed my jaw up into my skull. Shattered my left side, my whole left side, and got a pretty severe brain injury and structural damage, twisted my aorta.
Oof.
Yeah,
I tell you.
bruised everything in my lungs, my kidneys, everything. Everything was messed up. Had a little bit of internal bleeding. Blew 2 fingernails off. Spiral broke one of my big toes, and dislocated every major joint in my body that wasn't artificially repaired prior to that, which I had a bunch of repairs. But yeah, so
Walking miracle.
yeah,
My goodness.
that's what I tell people, you know. And thank God he didn't choose to take me that day for whatever reason. And the boy that died did know Jesus, and he was a friend of my son's and one of our neighbors. So he played football with him, and my son backed him up. He was his backup. This boy was the starter, and my son was the backup.
Being silly.
He wasn't the driver. They were all trying to get the driver to calm down. He'd been driving like a fool all day long, and he'd just gotten 2 tickets
That day.
minutes before. Yeah, 2 tickets. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Life is short.
It is.
Live your dream, man.
That's right.
Live your dream.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, I saw everything done on this house, and I can tell you, impressive.
Yeah.
They
we're
do
very
not
satisfied.
build houses like this anymore.
We're very satisfied and happy that we stumbled upon this gym because it happened. We were in the mountains
Yeah.
and our realtor came down and Farrah found it. She was like, "What do you think?" I was like, "I didn't want to move, but I did want to move because
Yeah.
I wanted space." And I was like, "Screw it, let's see what happens," you know.
Yeah.
So we submitted an offer. We prayed about it, and it happened. So
Awesome. That's exciting. Where do y'all go to church?
Port City.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I guess you were. Yeah. We go to Grace Community Topsail. It's literally 3 minutes from here.
Okay.
It's awesome. It's on 210 where that boat place is.
Yeah.
Right down from Atlantic Seafood.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome church.
Okay.
Awesome church.
We also saw the
Scotts Hill?
the Life Point? No.
Could be Life Point.
Life Point behind in Porter's Neck behind the K-38?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we were riding through that. We're like, what is that building back there?
Yeah.
And it was Life Point. We're like, shoot.
Yeah.
I've got some buddies that from the fire department that go to Life Point.
Yeah.
And not that one, but the one in Leland. And,
Yeah.
They love it. So.
Yeah, they're all good churches. A lot of good churches around here. I find that Grace Community Topsail is so family oriented, and they're real. Everybody's real. You got a lot of special operations guys there, a lot of MARSOC guys, a lot of retired, Marine pilots and, special ops guys there. But you got SEALs there, you got EOD, and then you got a lot of retired cops, several firemen, active and retired firemen. And then you have regular people, just regular people, and they're real. They're not afraid of COVID. They don't live in fear.
Yeah, we're not either.
Yeah, you can come, and if you want to wear a mask, good for you.
Mm-hmm.
No, you won't be shunned. Nobody will say anything to you.
Yeah.
But if you don't, God bless you.
We can't stand the mask.
Yeah.
I don't believe in all that stuff.
Yeah. So that's what we like about it. And the preacher preaches. He's phenomenal. He lives right over there. He's my neighbor, actually, ironically, and a great guy. And it's just a phenomenal place.
Yeah. We'll have to check that out because we'd like to obviously have something closer to us.
Well, 3 minutes. I mean, can't beat that. I have to say, this coming weekend, they have what they call family camp, which is up at Fort Caswell. I've never been there. And so the whole families go and they camp for a few days, and then they have services every day, and they fish, and they do all kinds of games, and it's cool.
Very nice.
It's cool, yeah. So this wouldn't be the weekend to try it, but next weekend definitely would.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, I couldn't be happier with that church. They really are good.
We appreciate the extension of that invite.
Tuesdays at 6 a.m., the men's group meets.
Okay.
It's awesome.
All right.
Best men's group I've ever been in my life.
At the church.
Okay. We'll do breakfast sandwiches and coffee and tea and whatever else, but yeah, it's awesome. And it's only for an hour because we know people got to get to work. So yeah, it's nice. It's Sunday and Tuesday are my favorite days of the week.
My schedule's a little wonky, but
yeah, firemen's schedules are wild.
I don't work. Yeah, I have to be there. I usually get there about 6:45 just to get. I'm the low guy on the totem pole. So
Yeah.
Make the coffee, clean the kitchen.
Sure. Yeah.
So those Tuesdays that I don't work, I'd love to be.
Yeah.
That would be
Well, you're welcome to come. We'd love to have you. Perfect. Well, good to meet you. I know you got a lot of work to do.
Sir?
Hey, Shawn Greener.
Shawn Greener, Justin Murray. All
Good to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you, Shawn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see you around.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll see you now.
Nice meeting you, sir.
Good to meet you. Y'all, it keeps shutting off. I don't know why. Mic power remaining. I don't know why this thing keeps shutting off. I hope I'm not hitting the button. I hope I'm not. I've not run it this long in this kind of heat, I don't think. But I'm sure there's a setting that I can do. That's probably something I've done wrong. It's probably not the trike. Anyway, look. I was talking about LeBron James, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I don't know what you missed and what you didn't get. LeBron James, the reason why he was so out there against Trump, other than he's a misinformed, ill-informed idiot. Rich people, just because they're rich don't mean they're smart. Just because somebody's poor or has less doesn't mean they're dumb. Amen? So, go ahead, man. Go ahead. You're in the big truck. It doesn't mean you're poor. So I'll let you see some sights instead of having to look at my face. That's got to wear some people out. So look, I'm just saying, LeBron, we found out through forensic accounting, the reason why he is so hardcore, pro-China, anti-Trump, let's find out what China knew and when they knew it. And there's a highly decorated individual right there, Silver Star winner. Next highest, I think, is Medal of Honor. And so anyhow, thank you for your service. Anyhow, LeBron, we found out that he's making $112 million a year in China through his marketing agreements in China. And he can work around the NBA's requirements because of how they're structured. And there's all kinds of shell companies and that. You say, well, I thought you're pro-capitalist. I am a pro-capitalist. But let's be honest. Don't be lying about why you're, how you doing? Why you're representing something away. You know, what's your angle? You know, disclose your conflicts of interest there, why don't we? So, my point in all that is follow the money. Fauci lied about AIDS and the AIDS vaccine so he could enrich himself. He waited, he held the vaccine, held the drugs, held all that. And this is a good example of that. Round number, I don't know how many rounds it is for him, that he's making ridiculous money. So, here, let me do another clip. There's a way to link all these clips. I'm gonna figure out how to do it. I learn and then I forget, and then I learn and I forget, and I learn and I forget. It's constant. 51st dates of knowledge. That's what I am. 51st dates of knowledge. It's pitiful. Brain injury. Ooh, I got somebody on me. Anyway, I'll let them go by. You can go by. Y'all, I don't mind. You can go by. Oh, I know who that is. They have a pretty baby named Luke. That's the pastor's daughter, and I'm sure grandbaby is in the car. Grandbaby's name is Luke. He is a biggin. He's a baby, but he is a biggin. That's awesome. I'm not gonna mess with him. Steve needs his rest. He preached his brains out yesterday. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Plus did a wedding. Hey there. Anyway. Anyway, the Chinese Communist Party, look, they know how to enrich people. They know what motivates people. And look, they're not for the people. They've never been for the people. You got to understand, don't fall for that mess. That's talking smack. You don't fall for any of that. So nobody in the Democrat Party seems to be mad at China. Nobody seems to want to investigate that. Nobody seems to want to investigate Biden. Nobody seems to want to investigate how all of a sudden, after never doing art in his whole life, Hunter Biden is suddenly an artist making hundreds of thousands of dollars per paintings. Well, we all know in the law enforcement community, international and regional and all that, we know that art is a great way to launder money. That's what they do lots of times, is they launder money that way. So at some point, somebody's got to smarten up. Ooh, that was a big spider. Good Lord, he would have tipped me over. Lord, that was a big spider. Colleen Green, you better be glad you didn't see that spider. Woohoo! It was red and huge. Whoa, huge chuckle. That one's new. That chuckle I just had to avoid. So these people know how to get people entwined into money, enrich them, get them addicted to the riches. You know, money, sex, and power. That's how agencies, international spy agencies entice people to flip. Flip information is sex, money, influence, embarrassment. Those are great tools. Sex is the biggest one. Believe it or not, it's not just for the men, it's also for the women. Women are easy to flip using sex. So, but money's a big one. Money buys a lot of things. Power and influence buys you, people think, the ability to stop doing what you're doing. But it doesn't always work that way, does it? We know that to be true. Let me do another clip here. So, LeBron's tied all up in that. So is Biden's. The Bidens are. Come on now. I was born tonight, but it wasn't last night. We know. We have the laptop. Everybody says, well, we're not going to investigate that. Not going to investigate that anymore. We're just done with that. Quit being a sore loser. Well, apparently that wasn't okay for the Democrats. When Donald Trump beat their pants off, they never saw it was coming. Never thought that Hillary Clinton would be defeated. Plus all the cheating. Well, they ratcheted up the cheating big time. They said, well, we're not going to let this happen again. And that's what they did. We know that's true. So now I'm going to tell you, I think the Democrats are in cahoots with the Chinese. Maybe not all of them. Maybe not all the Democrats. Maybe not all the Chinese, but the important ones. The ones that wield power and influence. And they are in cahoots. And I believe they helped massively. And there's lots of evidence to indicate that. Also, I think they're in cahoots with this, not just the election, but they're also in cahoots with the Chinese people, Chinese Communist Party, in this virus. I absolutely believe it. 0.08, folks. Now, I'm no mathematician, but that's a small number. I don't believe I have to be much of a mathematician. That's a small number. That's your chances of dying of COVID. Variant, you put whatever variant name behind it. Alpha Charlie, Alpha Bravo Charlie, Delta, Echo. You know, whatever. You name it whatever you want to name it. I'm good with that. Hey there, good morning. Look, you name it whatever you want to name it. But it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. 0.08. 0.08 chance of dying from it. You say, well, there's people dying all around me. Do you live in an unhealthful area? Do you live where people have super unhealthy habits or unhealthful habits? Do they live in a suboptimal way? You know, are they 40, 60 pounds overweight? Do they have diabetes? Do they have COPD? Do they smoke? Do they do this? Do they do that? Do they have some sort of weakness in their thing? Now, a dear friend of mine said, look, you have no immune system. You have to get the shot to help your family. Now, I love this person. They know I love them. But there's evidence to suggest that the shot doesn't do anything. It doesn't lessen the severity of the symptoms. It doesn't protect people around you. And it doesn't protect you from getting the virus, from contracting it. Now, you may get the virus and not have any symptoms, or very mild symptoms. Or as my other friend, fellow graduate from Cape and Open High School, she got the COVID and it knocked her down for about a month. At home, she didn't do any of the pharmaceuticals and all that mess, but she did the therapeutics. And in about a month, she bounced back. Here's what I'm trying to tell you, folks. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what's important. She's fine. But it was not an easy month. You know what? I'm going to remind y'all of something. The flu isn't easy. The flu isn't easy. You get the flu, the bona fide flu. Newsflash for you. You're going to have a rough month, maybe 6-8 weeks. You look back when you had the flu. Look back when you've had the flu. Now, come on, let's be real. Let's be real here. We're going to talk. We're going to do real talk. When you've had the flu in your lifetime, think back. Flu shot or not, you notice they don't call it a flu vaccine. They call it a flu shot. It's not a vaccine. They say it lessens the severity, of the flu symptoms. Not true. It's been proven not to do that. And every year they're off on their, well, we helped a lot of people. Well, but this shot saved a lot of lives. Well, you can't prove a negative. You know, it's impossible, especially since it's already passed. So that's what they talk in. They talk in circles, and they speak in negatives. They want you to prove a negative. It's impossible to do. So, all of that said to say this. Whoo, that was a big bug just hit me. There we go. The fact is, if you look back and you're honest with yourself, like, you got to be honest with yourself. If you are being honest with yourself, you know that the flu, if you get the full-blown flu, that's going to mess with you for about 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. Now you say, well, I wasn't full-on sick for 6 to 8 weeks. No, you weren't. But the people that had, oh, hello, Cardinal. The people that had full-on COVID, I being one of them, ooh, it kicked my butt. Lost the taste in my mouth, had no appetite. I was tired, couldn't breathe. Well, I'm fully compromised, you know, I'm fully compromised. But here's a news flash for you. If I'd have gotten the flu, it'd have been the same thing. But folks that died of it or got real sick of it, they had other issues going on. 90-some% had other issues going on. And yet the death rate is still 0.08. Look up the flu death rate. You say, well, what's the flu death rate? Ooh, I hope that dog don't come after me. He's a Doberman and he don't play. That one there don't play. He doesn't pretend. Yes, Lord. I'm enjoying my ride today talking to y'all. Amen. So, look. So you have to know. You have to look back. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to reflect accurately. You know, you have to be sharp on your history. Don't let them retell history. That's what they're doing right now. They're revising history. They're saying, no. The founders were the slave owners. All of them were slave owners. All of them were, they had sex with their slaves. All of them hated black people and all that stuff. Let me tell you something. There's a commonality of things, of culture, commonality of culture. And in a commonality of culture, slavery was a normal thing. It was started by black people enslaving black people. It didn't just enslave black people. However, it enslaved white people from different places. And the only place that slavery is being practiced now is in Africa. And it's black people enslaving black people. Muslims enslaving Muslims. When is somebody going to speak out against that? Well, the only people that are killing LGBT are Muslims. You know, pick and choose. You can't pick your truth. I speak my truth. Well, your truth isn't the truth. The truth is the truth. The truth's going to be the truth no matter what. So you got to roll with the truth. What is the truth? What is the truth? You know? I speak my truth. I hate that. That's the stupidest saying ever. It's the dumbest saying I've ever heard in my life. Speak my truth. Or you do you, boo. That's dumb. Be yourself. Be yourself. But if you're stupid, being yourself is going to have a consequence. If you believe stupid things, and those stupid things have consequence, being stupid and believing stupid things is going to have stupid consequence that may hurt. You know, well, the stove is hot. Well, I don't believe that. My truth is the stove is nice and cool. Okay, go ahead and touch it. Tried to warn you. Ow, I burned 3 layers of skin off my fingers. Unless you use your nose to do it. That's weird. I don't think you should use your nose to see if something's hot, but whatever. So, there's my thing, you know. You don't have your truth. There is the truth. There's perspective. There's paradigm. But there's not your truth and my truth. There is the truth. People don't like to hear that. Hurts their little tender feelings. Newsflash. Truth doesn't care about your tender feelings. Guess what else doesn't care about your tender feelings? Nature. Nature. Some of my friends, Ken Munson and his wife, hope to see them in September. I really hope so. Or this month. I don't know when they're coming to this area, but They're fellow trikers and wonderful Christian people. They were riding with some Amish folk, and dadgum if a deer didn't hit the one lady. Well, your truth may be, well, deer don't want to hurt us. They get scared. They don't want to hurt us. So, well, you're right about that. Part of that truth is correct. There's some truth in every lie. But the problem is, this is the real problem now. Listen up, you might want to get a pen. Not a pencil, a pen. Make it a fine tip. And makes everybody's handwriting look better. Anyway, how long am I on this clip? Let me do another clip. So, the problem with that whole, well, they don't want to hurt you. Well, you're right. Nature doesn't want to hurt you. It doesn't. It doesn't care. If it hurts you or it kills you, it doesn't care. If it makes you rich, it doesn't care. It doesn't care. Nature is nature. Nature does what it does. People say, well, you all the time wanting to see a bear. Well, I've seen bears. I've seen grizzlies. I've seen black bears. I've seen brown bears. I've seen, you know, you name it. I've been to all kinds of places, and I'm very fortunate. I love it. But I got to tell you something. I knew, and I've seen crocodiles in the wild. I've seen gators in the wild. And people say, well, you all the time wanting to see gators. Why are you riding around looking for gators? What if those things come up on you? You know, bit you. Okay, I told my family, hey, if a mountain lion gets me while I'm in the Catalinas up in Arizona, Tucson, Arizona, my dear friend Bonnie and Mike Quinn live, whew, if it gets me, it gets me. That's what they do. You can't act surprised. They get you, they get you. That's what they do. Just, you know, recognize. Don't go killing the mountain lion because I was in their area, you know. Now, am I going to carry a firearm? Hey, you better believe I will. 1000%. I'm going to carry a firearm for show, But the thing is, that people want to say their truth trumps what they think, what they feel, their paradigm. What they feel is going to trump reality. It's going to trump the truth. And it doesn't. That's just childish. That's inner child crap right there. People getting offended by stupid stuff. Gotta stop that. Gotta stop acting a fool. You know? You gotta stop acting a fool. That's not the way it works. Goes another general. Army general. 3-star. Riding in his old pickup truck. He got an old one. Anyway, so look, it's important when we're talking about the virus, when we're talking about critical race theory, when we're talking about the shot, when we're talking about what things drive people, money, power, sex, influence, you know, all of those things. The stuff that's being said, you talked about, doesn't make sense. Well, I was talking about the flu a minute ago. Well, you be honest with yourself about when you've had the flu, if you've had full-on flu. Folks, you know, and I know, the flu draws air. It sucks. It just straight up sucks. I'm telling you right now, it sucks. It sucks. Flu sucks. I've had the flu. I thought I had the flu, be honest with you, when I had COVID. Go ahead. How you doing? I'm cutting across, don't kill me. Hey. You know, I thought I had the flu. The only thing that wasn't happening with me and COVID was I wasn't vomiting. I had a little fever. I was extremely tired. Now, the reason I was tired was because my oxygen levels were low. How you doing? My oxygen levels were low in my bloodstream. There's a nice old Triumph there. It's burning oil though. Can smell that. I was a BMW motorcycle guy for a long time, 22 years, 346,000 miles on the road. Love them. I've had other motorcycles too, but love my BMWs. I don't ride anymore, obviously, because I can't barely walk, but hey, that's all right. I can still talk clearly and obviously. So, anyway, what am I doing here? There we go. I'm almost out of battery, but I am recording. So, all I'm saying to you is use your noodle. Put your noodle in gear. You know? You cannot possibly fall for this crap. You know everything you see doesn't look real. It's not ringing with reason. You hear me? It's not ringing with reason. And you're like, well, how come the Democrats were all against the vaccine? I'm using their term, you know, that's what they were saying, vaccine. Unproven, unsafe, not FDA approved. Because when it was under Trump's administration, oh yeah, you know. And some will say, well, you were all for it when Trump was president. No, I wasn't all for it. No, I wasn't. I wasn't all for it. Do I think he's tied up in it? Nope, I don't. I think he was being told by his leaders. He trusted the science, but still something smelled fishy in Denmark. And something was stinking in Denmark. And he was like, it doesn't add up. We got something not exactly right here. Got some sketchy business. That's how that girl was washing that truck. Anyway, you know it doesn't sound right, but you're going with it because they've used social media, they've used the media to instill immense fear in you. So you've got all this fear going in you. I get it. Folks, I get it. I do, I get it. I get why you're afraid. I understand. I get it 100%. I get it 100%. Because when everybody's telling you in the positions of influence, you got to get this shot. You get this shot. This vaccine is going to save lives. Don't you love people? Christians, don't you love? You're supposed to care about people. These people are so anti-God, but boy, they whip around that Christian. What's Christian and what's not. They wouldn't know it if it hit them in the face. So I want to say this. They have people. This is going to be the end of my hot topics right here. I can't do more than a few, you know. Hey, I'm going to be on Courtney Taylor. Courtney Taylor. She's got a big vlog. Look her up. Go on my social media and hook up with Jennifer Serrano, and she'll give you a link how to listen. I think it's the 12th I'm going to be on there. And I don't know what all we're talking about, but I'm down. I'm game. Bring it on. I'm looking forward to it. So anyway, I'll tell you more about that when it gets closer. Maybe I can find a link to the show or something, and I'll flip that on down in the comments. But y'all, hit the like button, hit the share, hit the bell, and subscribe. It's free. It's free. Don't cost you nothing. Don't even make your toes hurt. Anyway, look here. People, how you doing, man? People got to understand the reason why they're doing all this stuff and getting away with it, like forcing people out of their jobs. Friends of mine are doctors and PAs and nurse practitioners and nurses. They're losing their jobs because they don't want to get the jab, and some of them are getting the jab even though they don't want to. They're like, I don't want that, for varying reasons. You don't have to know their reason. Whatever happened to HIPAA? Can't know anything about anybody unless it's this. Then they got to know. Subverting the Constitution, subverting the law that they passed. Isn't that something? But they do it because they get away with it, because they don't get the kind of force against them. They don't get 10,000 people outside their door in their office in there saying, hey, we're not going for this. Go to the administrators, put pressure on them that are telling you, no, you got to do this. There should be 10,000 of you. If there's 30,000 people that work in your industry, it should be 10,000 people. If there's 3 million people that work in the industry, it should be, 30,000 people. You can't tell me at one time 30,000 people aren't off, not working at one time. They're all working shift. Come on. Man, born at night, not last night. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to get back up on them. Get a hold of organizations that are willing to represent you. Get a hold of what do you mean you don't know who your representative is in Congress? I can't even get my head around that. You don't know who your representative is. Well, we make you CEO of the world. You can't figure out why life is hard. Well, because you don't even know who the people are that represent you, make decisions. And I don't want to hear a whole lot of people. I heard this a lot when I was doing my radio show, God and Country, Collision of Faith and Politics, traveling around the country with my book, Excellence Killed the Church, How Mediocrity is Destroying America. And I would tell people this all the time. Don't hit me with that. Christians are supposed to just do whatever the government says because the Bible says so. The Bible does not say that. Y'all stop misinterpreting the Bible to suit your fear and your cowardice. The Bible doesn't say that. The Bible's never said it, doesn't say it now. So stop saying it yourself, saying that's the Bible. It's not the Bible. The Bible didn't say it, so don't say the Bible said it. Enough already. That's just stupid. That's where those elephant ears are. I hear some disc brakes. Nope, pneumatics. Fellas using some pneumatics. Air tools. Anyway, my point is this. They do it because they don't get resistance. And you say, well, I do resistance. Being on Facebook, folks, being on Facebook, I'm gonna let you look at me for this one. Being on Facebook and doing posts where all your friends believe the same way you do and getting all fluffy. Hey there, how y'all doing? Hello, pretty doggies. Two Dobermans. Now this is the one up here that's still out. This is the one that chases me. And I believe he will take a chunk if he can do it. Now I also believe that I will be shattering his skull. But I don't want to do that because I love dogs. Anyway, all that said to say this. Look, they want to tell you it's hopeless. Can't fight the government. Look, BLM ran around setting fire to federal government buildings, the ones you and I pay for. They went breaking into neighborhoods telling people they're going to rape them and then burn them alive. The lawyer couple that lost their guns and had to pay fees and all that and didn't, it's ridiculous. Out in St. Louis. Look, if there was 10,000 of us there, that would have never happened. If there was 10,000, if there was 1,000 of us there, of like-minded, it would have never happened. Would have never happened. Not a chance, brother. It would have never happened. I'm straight up tell you. Even a force as small as 1,000. But instead what happens? Kyle Rittenhouse, a 17-year-old boy, takes his, after volunteering all day, cleaning up their mess, the Black Lives Matter mess, while they're rioting and burning stuff for George Floyd. Career criminal. Somebody pull up the Hennepin County, Minnesota medical examiner's office and do the autopsy. Read the autopsy. Read it. I think it's only 18 pages long. 18 or 33 pages. It's not much. If you can't read 18 or 33 pages, whew, I'll read it to you. We'll make it a bedtime story. Anyway, this is what you need to know. You can pull that up and see. At no time did George Floyd sustain any sort of neck injury. None. Are you surprised to hear that? Are you surprised to hear that George Floyd didn't die of a neck injury, didn't die of being suffocated? And if you watch the whole video, you will see that he was saying he couldn't breathe before he ever got out of his own car. Can't breathe, can't breathe, can't breathe. I'm going to die today. I'm going to die today. Whoa, 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 hey, ease up, buddy. What do you mean you're going to die today? Now, was the police officer smart optics-wise to put his knee where it was, which wasn't on his neck? was in the T section right there at the top, more or less at the base of his neck. No, he wasn't smart because it doesn't look right. It doesn't look good. It's stupid. Now, why didn't he have medics come in? Because there was a screaming crowd. And their rule, the paramedics' rule in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where this happened, is they don't come in until the crowd is controlled. They're not coming in. And I don't blame them. So don't be hard on the police officers for not calling. They called several times. They just wouldn't come. They were staged outside that zone. Now there's one lady, she's a white lady. I'm using that term lady loosely. She was there. She says she's a fireman or an EMT or whatever. Minnesota Fire, Minneapolis Fire. And she was screaming, and you can hear her because it's one of her tapes, one of her videos. And she's cussing them out, ignorant and all this stuff, cussing the police officers out. She was one of that crowd. She never at any point inserted herself and said, hey, I'm a fireman, I'm an EMT. You know, this guy is screaming he can't breathe. Now, he knew that the pressure that he was placing on him was not sufficient, nor was it placed to cause him to not breathe. He also had the context of, guess what? He was saying that he couldn't breathe the whole time. Even when he was in the car by himself, his own car, he was saying he couldn't breathe. Do you understand me? He was saying it. Watch the video. It is not hard to sit through that whole video. Oh, it was so upsetting. I was so mortified. Oh, I was so appalled. I couldn't believe it. Stop saying stupid stuff. I was so hurt. I have PTSD from watching that. Stop saying stupid stuff. Nobody wants to hear your stupid stuff. That's just dumb. That boy works. He lives. Uh-oh, hold on. What we got going here? Look at those beautiful. Did y'all see those clouds? Those are pretty. Those are above me. Beautiful. Let me see if I can get a shot. Well, I'm not going to do it right now. Anyway, stop saying stupid stuff, acting like it's smart. It's not smart. It's dumb. It's just utterly, infinitely stupid. There's no reason in the world for you to say stupid stuff and be believed. Seriously. Enough already with all that. All right, I'm gonna get off that topic. I gotta get off that topic. How much battery do I have left? Your truth, my truth. No, there's just the truth. There's just the truth. There's just the truth. Don't keep falling for that, and don't propagate it. And don't say that you are standing up. You are one of the millions that stands up. Facebook doesn't mean anything. Twitter doesn't mean anything. Be there. Be there. Kyle Rittenhouse, 17-year-old boy. Killed 2 or 3 of those suckers. White people he killed, by the way. I think the one was black, the other one was white. I don't know, he shot another guy. They were gonna kill him. And if they're so dumb that they're coming after a guy, and they were armed too, and they're trying to kill him, and he's got a rifle, and they're so dumb, they take him down, he's on the ground, and they're trying to kill him, hey, they deserve to die. Oh, nobody deserves to die. I thought you were the ninja pastor. Yeah, I didn't get that name for nothing. Bible says to protect our community. You know, white, black, brown, yellow, whatever, orange, whatever your flag is, you know. I don't want to hear it. The Democrats were using that as a tool, tearing cities up. They thought they could shut it off when they got elected, but they didn't. So then they had to double down and use the COVID. Oh no, we have to have mail-in ballots. Have to have them. Nope, too dangerous. We have to have ballot boxes where you can just, 2 kingfishers. 2 kingfishers. Dadgum, I wish I'd have seen them. 2 kingfishers next to each other. Danielle Norwood, Sea Hag Marina. I think that's her favorite bird. She's always telling me what bird is what. She always knows the names. And I saw 2 of them on the wire just then. I've never seen 1, let alone 2, on a telephone wire, but 2 kingfishers. That was awesome. If you go to my Facebook, you'll see I put pictures up of kingfishers. I do photography, and anyway, that has nothing to do with anything. But so I want to say, that poor kid languishing. There ought to be 10,000 people at the doors of the jail saying, you better let this young fella out. You know, there ought to be a team of 100 attorneys working for free on his case. You know, when that didn't work, burning cities, burning federal buildings didn't work, guess what? They pivoted to COVID. And the Chinese and anybody else who doesn't like us, Chinese Communist Party, be specific, they were all too happy to help. So stop doing dumb things, stop falling for dumb things, right? That boy's humming on that little scooter. He doesn't have shoes or a helmet on. Gadzooks. Anyway, look, I've been rambling on. I only have 20% of my battery left. What I'm going to do is this. I am going to put this thing up for a minute. I'll finish up. When I get back, I'll close this video off, but I'm sign off for now. Subscribe, like, share, all that mess. It's easy and it's free. It's cheap. Get me to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views, and then I can do my giveaway. That's what I'm talking about. Then I can do my giveaway. Won't that be fun? Come on, you know it'll be fun. Uh-oh, getting towed. All right, so I'm down to about 10% or 12% on my camera. I still do good on my wireless mic, but and then my battery on my phone is dead, so I got to run in and charge everything. But I wanted to show y'all. I keep talking about my flags, but look at there. So I want to thank some people right quick before I lose my battery. Honor the Warriors. Honor the Warriors Foundation, the Journey, the Joy, the Independence. Jerry and Jane Morris. I want to thank that flag, the American flag. It means a lot more to me than you can ever imagine. And then thank you to a very special subscriber who had this made, designed it and had it made for me for my ride in July, but I still use it because I still ride for fallen heroes, Gold Star families, Stopping Soldier Suicide, and the National Law Enforcement Memorial. And I want to thank Jerry and Jane Morris. They are just awesome people. I want to thank that subscriber. I want to thank the people that support me. But on my trike here, I want to thank Dave Hall at EcoCycles. Dave Hall at EcoCycles. Dave is awesome, and he has helped me with an issue. He's helped a lot of people, but he's helped me through some issues with the trike, with the battery. What in the world? He's helped me with that, going over and above. I mean, it's just amazing. And I just can't believe it. Here, let me fix this. I just can't believe it. Just wonderful. Thank you so much. I want to thank Kenny P. We're praying for you, brother. We know you just got your chemo, and we're just praying for you. We love you. And this is one of his old trikes. So I want to thank Dave Hall of EcoCycles. You go online, they're in Tennessee, I believe. He's been a great help to me. So you ever need anything, go online, EcoCycles, get his number. I also want to thank Fred Goldfarb. He's the inventor of this. Let's see if I can get that on there. This light here is incredible. I have 2 of them. And it's a brake light. So if you're going along and then you stop, look what happens. See that? 300 lumens. I have 2 of them. Tailgater brake light. I'm telling you right now, it's the most awesome thing. I have a bunch of lights, but that one is the best. And then I want to thank Harold Guy at Good Lands. Harold Guy at Utah Trikes, utahtrikes.com. Harold Guy, unbelievable. He's been so helpful to me, helping me with everything, you name it. And I want to thank him very much, and Utah Trikes especially, and Harold Guy. Man, unbelievable people. And then I want to thank Danielle Norwood of Sea Hag Marina. Y'all see it right here. Come on, you know I wear Sea Hag stuff. You know I do. They're just great people. They work hard, and I love them for it. I love how hard these people work. And I want to thank Bonnie and Mike Quinn. They've been so supportive and amazing, and just really appreciate it. And I want to thank my family. I don't thank them enough for being in my corner. God bless y'all. Well, hey, listen, I hope you enjoyed our Hot Topics ride. We're going to probably ride tomorrow. We have some more Hot Topics. And make a comment, put a comment in there. 1,000 subscriber contest, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. Share, subscribe, hit the bell, click like, and leave a comment for me. Make it clean or I'll delete it. Love y'all. Thank you so much.